Hey, hey everybody, meteorologist Brad Sowder, Fox San Antonio. We are in this little streaming area that we're setting up, but as we're testing it out and getting it going, I thought, hey, you know what? Can actually probably give you some useful content as well, so that you can see what's happening. But hey, welcome to December, right? So thanks for everybody uh, joining in here and watching this. But let me show you what some of our extremes are in December. December can be a month where the weather's a little wild. So for San Antonio, in the month of December, have a look here. We are talking about that. This is a month that it can be very warm or very cold. In fact, there you have it, 90 degrees. 90 degrees we saw a temperature back in 1955 in the San Antonio area where it was that hot. Can you imagine Christmas 95? Who remembers 1955? Hey, good for you. But the coldest was back in 1989. You might remember that one. It was 6 degrees. So that's the extreme then. And just last year, we didn't have our first freeze in San Antonio until December 22nd. But the 23rd, interestingly enough, it's also the 23rd there in 1989. It was 16 degrees last year on the 23rd of December. So here we are, just a couple weeks away from that. And we are potentially can get that cold. The biggest snow, 3 inches, that happened back in 1906. Probably not going to happen again. But what about a white Christmas? You might be saying, what's the chances of a white Christmas? Well, there's a chance. There's always a chance. Yes, I'm telling you, there's a chance, but it's less than 1%. Um, so basically, we've never had a white Christmas in recorded history for San Antonio. Of course, that dates back to the 1880s. 1880s. That's how far back weather data goes. In San Antonio, the history is older than that. So, there could have been a white Christmas at some point, but we don't have official record of that. If you do, let me know. But probably won't happen. Eventually it will, but biggest snow, 3 inches. In the meantime, we're doing pretty well over the next few days and getting you into the weekend here where take a look at this. Yeah, starting off this December, much, much better. 77 degrees here on this Friday. The weekend, we're going to be looking in the mid 70s. And hi, Valerie Sanchez. You just asked me, what about today? Well, today, there you have it. Right now we're actually already into the 60s, and it's going to be heading up into the 70s. So if you haven't done your lighting outside, today's a great day to do it. I haven't done mine yet for whatever the reason, but I'm going to get on it this weekend. Car wash looks great. Over the next 7 days, really, I don't see any wet weather opportunities. There is a chance of some rain, I think, next Sunday, that we could see some wet weather. But between now and then, we are looking pretty darn nice. Our average temperatures this time of year are in the 60s for highs, into the 40s for lows. So we're going to be looking at above average temperatures to start December. And November actually ended right at average, 0.0 degrees average. And that's the first time, only the second time this year that we haven't had a month that was above average. So I think it was May came in slightly below average, and then it went berserk. Remember June, we just went to 100 and we stayed up there with our hottest summer ever. So we're still on track for our hottest year in San Antonio ever recorded. That could change. We would need a very, very cold December. And as you see on the 7-day, it's not starting off that way. And our average first freeze is November 30th. And here we are the first, one day later, we haven't had that freeze yet. So people look forward to the freeze because it gets rid of mosquitoes, but I don't think there are a lot of mosquitoes out there right now anyway. They don't like the cooler weather, but it completely finishes them off after you get your first freeze. It also kills your garden. So, but there's that. We have our broadcast starting here in officially 5 minutes, and they're going to be yelling at me for a mic check here in just a little bit. But thank you very much for listening in on this little test here. And we do We do thank you for always watching. Subscribe, smash that like button. You know what they say here on the YouTube or the Facebook? Smash it. See ya.